This is Pink Floyd, the group. Now, what's important about this is all the same thing that I'm telling you, and I've gone over this before, but I'm going to do it again. Here's the light that's coming in. The triangle represents Saturn. Why are they in the back? Because they're part of this whole thing. Okay? As the light came in that we're supposed to get, it gets busted into a rainbow. That's the same rainbow that has to do with this whole Trayvon Martin case. Okay? So here's these guys because they're in the triangle. They're part of the triangle. Okay? Let's look at some different album covers with the same song. Here's this one. Here's Saturn, the black sun. Here's the blue, the left pillar right, and here's the rainbow. You see it? It doesn't really need any explanation. You guys should know this stuff. So there we have Saturn there. We have the triangle. We have the left pillar representing the blue, and then we have the triangle. I mean the rainbow. Let's go to the next one. Here's the light coming in. See this here? This is a moon. There's a moon called, I think it's not Leptis, it's Mimas. Like mini-me, Mimas. It's a moon of Saturn, and it's got a little hexagon in it, just like the top of Saturn does. So here's the light coming in that we're supposed to be getting, which was coming from the first creation. It gets split into a rainbow, so we're only getting 7 bands of all the rest of this is being cut off from us. That's what it is. Somebody thinks that they're not being cute, they're being honest. Who do you think Darth Vader represented in Star Wars? He represented Saturn. Satan. Whatever you want to call it. The light bearer. Whatever you want to call it. That's why when he told Luke Skywalker, I'm your father. In other words, the church is telling you they got you worshiping one guy, but really worshiping another. You think you're worshiping one dude, but you're really worshiping this guy without the knowledge. It's because you've assumed that there's somebody else that you're worshiping, but they're really worshiping this guy. You know, that's why it's big 6'6" guy wearing Saturn alien black. Yeah, come on, guys, give me a break. Here, this. Here's the 4. It's the cube, the rainbow. Okay, it's all here. All you got to do is look at it again. Here, Saturn, the Death Star. Because here's the light, and then it's getting turned into a rainbow. Again, here's the blue critter with the red hair. This is what we're getting. See this here? These are the guys that can't get out. That's what this is. This is the good part. This is the bad part. Here's Dorothy. Remember I told you the Wizard of Oz? This is all tied together. Oz is on Saturn. It's the Emerald City. And of course she had red hair in the movie. Okay? Here's Dark Side of the Moon. If you put this on top of this, you'll get the 6-pointed star. You fold those points in, you get a cube, a 3-dimensional cube. Here's this, the Dark Side of Oz. Triangle, purple, Dorothy. It's Saturn. CERN is Saturn, except CERN is a remake of a first event. That's what I was showing you in this picture, right here. This is the first go round that got destroyed. This is the second one that was made, and this is their logo. CC, light, A Aleph. In the beginning it was let there be light. That's what this is saying. Here, the Pink Floyd, the wall. Who do you think the guys are that are stuck behind the wall? You? Or the other dudes that are stuck in another dimension? It's them. They're the ones that are stuck and not having a good time. It sucks for us, but it really sucks for them. Okay, because they don't die like we do. They just are stuck there. I'm sure it's very boring. Here's a 3D view of it. Here comes the light. Boom. Right into the pyramid. That's what's on the back of the dollar bill. That's what's on the back of the dollar bill. Okay, and these things were all at one time connected to this. That's what the pyramids are. The pyramids are connected to Saturn. I said that a long, long, long time ago. But I got further information down the line that, you know, all of these pyramids all at one time worked. There's a whole freaking story about all of this stuff behind it. I'm watching a freaking TV show and there's kids running around with a Saturn on his shirt. Because it's a repeat of the first creation, except somebody's controlling it, unlike the last time around. That's what I'm getting. And I just decided to throw this in just for fun. See this? These are all different hand signs that are used in relationship with Saturn, in case you didn't know. A little compilation here for you. So, just take a look at them. All of those are Saturn symbols. So you get it? Does it make any sense to you? This one here, you got 3. There's your 3 there. I mean, obviously, you know this one, the horns, all of this shit. Watch the hands. Watch the hands in videos and commercials and shit. They're on there all the time. There's another dimension working. Okay, and that's where your TV's coming from, and all of this stuff is coming from somewhere else. When you say TV station, the station is an outpost. It's a receiver. Yeah, you can make him send shit from here, but the real shit is coming from somewhere else. So, you know, when you look at the dark side of the moon, understand what that is. Saturn is the thing that's, at least in one reality, was controlling all of everything. Okay, and CERN is, everything is so tied together here. That's what it is. It represents Saturn and it being the light bearer and only giving us some of the light. Hence, the picture that you always see, the person with the one eye covered, it's the same thing as this. Because this eye over here, this side, if this was an eye, is covered. This is what you're getting. You're getting 7 bands of millions of bands of information or light or whatever you want to call it. So, you know, people that are just tuning in after I've made, what, 3 years of videos are saying, I don't know, this seems a little out there. Well, it would be if you're coming into advanced trigonometry from 6th grade, it wouldn't make any sense to you. Those of you that have hung around and put up with my bullshit of shutting down my channel and opening it back up and doing all of that crazy crap, understand it. But for somebody that's just looking at this now, this is going to make absolutely no sense. The Trayvon Martin case, they've been on TV all day talking about, oh, people are all upset and blah, 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 and they want to take him to federal court for, you know, violating his constitutional rights and this and that, and people are all upset. There's no Trayvon Martin. It's a story about the rainbow. It's a story. It's a occultic story. Go find Zimmerman. Let's get this guy, right? Let's get him. Habeas corpus, Latin. Produce a body. Come on, you guys know this stuff is bullshit. Once you start seeing it on this level, it's laughable. Because there's really people walking around that really think that happened. If you try to explain to them what I'm explaining to you, they think that you are out of your fucking mind. Because you have to be eased into this kind of knowledge. You can't just be thrown into it because it'll bust your head wide open. Once you see it, it's very, very clear that there's really something going on. And it's not hidden, that's the thing. If it was really hidden, do you think Pink Floyd would be labeling it all over their albums? No. It's right in front of your face for you to find out the truth, but nobody wants to know the truth. A very few want to know. A very few want to know. So what do they do? They go and make movies like The Wizard of Oz. And everybody goes, ooh, that was a good movie. That's a good children's movie. That ain't a good children's movie. That's a motherfucking occultic movie if there ever was one. Star Wars is another one. To them, it's entertainment because that's all they're ever going to know. Because that's all they ever want to know. They don't want to dig. All they want to know is, did the Chicago Bears win or did the Bulls win? What kind of mentality is that? And then they bitch about the money crisis, which isn't even really a crisis. It's made up to get the gold out of the people's pockets because they need it for what they're doing downstairs. This is ludicrous. Well, you know, whatever. Just worry about yourself.